Welcome back to Full Circle with Wikali. It's Tuesday, and you know every single Tuesday we bring you a beautiful love story. Yani, Mimi, every day is my choice of praying of things, but I am happy that they get to share their stories with us. I don't know if you believe in love at first sight. Is it still a myth to you? Is it one of those things when kuna ni attraction at first sight? Well, today the couple in studio is telling us about their love at first sight and having a COVID wedding. It's time for Relationship Circle. And we have the A10 in the building. Anthony and Anita, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Now I understand why we dropped the other names.
Yes.
It had to work.
Yeah.
In what A means and our names as well.
Yes.
Did it come out when we come the date of after Meoa?
No, when we were dating, actually.
Yeah, when we were still dating.
Hey, A2.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The trans introductions after Anita.
Okay.
So this is your camera.
Oh, okay. I am Mrs. I'm learning how to use that.
Get comfortable.
Okay,
You're already in it.
Yes. Sometimes
Yes.
I forget.
Yeah.
But I am Mrs. Rachel Anita Mulaimu. Yes.
And
I am 26 years old. I design Ankara outfits. I'm a writer.
Are you wearing you?
Yes, I'm wearing me. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a writer and an awesome wife.
Anita.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Okay,
thank
great.
you.
Anthony, your turn.
My name is Anthony Mulaimu. Anita is my wife. We got married last year. That was in May 9th. Yeah, we had a COVID wedding.
Yes.
And
I think last year May was really, really cold
Yeah,
wedding.
it
It wasn't like COVID wedding in December because I think March the world shut down.
Yeah.
We shut down.
Yeah.
And then May.
Yeah.
yes.
Whoa.
We're on lockdown.
Yeah, during the 7 p.m. curfew.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you had
Hey,
to finish
jameni.
everything
Hata
and be home
tukupata-
by 7.
tulipata ile time of golden hour shot.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like
we had
that.
to rush home.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness! But then it happened, and we're here, and
Yeah.
we're here. You're here because of your journey, your
Yeah.
beautiful story that brought you guys together. Where did you guys meet? You say love at first sight. For some, it's just hizo vitu hazikuagi zinakuanga kwa cinema. Ile mnaangaliana, did you
I
drop your
know.
books and then you pick them?
No.
Mnaamka mkiangaliana.
Something similar.
Something
Ish.
similar.
No,
Oh,
not
please
really.
Tell me. Tell
Yes.
me.
So we met in Eldoret
Yes.
at Zion Mall. I remember very well. I had taken my friend to him. Then he was getting a haircut. So when he just turned around, I was like, I just need to know this guy.
Wait, what? You were
Yes.
taking your friend to where? So your friend was a guy?
No, it's a lady. Our best friends were dating. So I was taking my best friend to him. They were having a meeting.
Okay.
So apparently the meeting was at a barber shop. So when he turned, I was like, who's that guy? Just give me the details. Yeah.
Do not leave anything
Nothing.
out.
Yeah. And we left together. And
What
that's
did
how
you
it
see? Just to help
don't
some of us who do
know.
not. Maybe nitaona. Pengine shida ni sioni.
I feel like when you meet someone, there's a connection. Like you can't explain. The way they say like God made Adam and Eve. There's a
Yes.
connection. So I just felt it and he felt it. And we're here.
Okay, Anthony, ukapenduka. The dramatic effect. Did you see her?
Ah, my goodness.
Okay, please.
I don't know if that's good enough, but yes, it was a very similar feeling because later we got to talk and ask one another, how did it feel when we first looked at each other? It was a special feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but then I was able to tell
Diagrams.
this. I don't know. I think we need another show for that.
Yes.
So you were
Yeah.
getting a haircut.
Yes.
And you were waiting for your best friend.
Yeah, so that we go back to campus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, so what was the reaction after we've seen each other? Did that moment linger? Did we go away? Did you tell your friend immediately, or was it after?
I told my friend immediately. He was getting his haircut done,
Yes.
like panguza.
Yes.
So when we were just seated there, I was like, I need details and I need them now. So when he left, we actually left together. Like, I actually went to his place and that is it. Okay, we didn't move in because we're in campus.
No, I understand,
yes.
but my God,
Yeah.
it was that profound.
Yeah, it was. We talked for hours and hours and hours. Yes.
And it was the same for you.
Yes.
It felt like in ndio rib yangu inatembea kwa dunia peke yake.
Yeah, like, where have you been?
And you were in campus.
Yeah, we were in campus.
You were what, same campus or different?
No, he was in Moi. I was at University of Eldoret.
Okay.
Yes.
So now the journey began there. Barbershop tumeonana, tumetembea, you ended up at his house.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Yeah.
And then are we dating from date one of seeing each other?
Yeah. He assumed that. He assumed, but I was like, no, you have to officially ask me to be your girlfriend. Then he asked me, what time is good enough for you? I told him 3 months, and he waited 3 months, and he asked me to be his girlfriend officially.
You knew that you wanted, after mmeongea hiyo siku moja mmepatana, you wanted her to be your girlfriend.
Yes, and it was, every day was a day of learning something more that happened to be exciting about her. So within a day or 2 days, I was very interested in really knowing how do we proceed. I mean, yeah.
Let's not waste time. Let's
Yeah,
just
actually, he was
Yeah.
telling people my girlfriend. I'm like, I'm not your girlfriend. You have to ask me. Yeah.
3 months. Anita,
Yes.
why 3 months? Unajua kuna movie tumeona ya 90 days.
Yes, it's actually that one. Because I was like, you have to be sure. Maybe
Yes.
it was just,
Yeah.
so you have to be
So
sure.
you have to be sure.
Yeah.
So even when we talk about love at first sight, it doesn't mean that now you have to stop everything.
Yeah.
It's okay to check, double check, and
Yeah.
be sure that the feeling that you
It's
had
real.
mara ya kwanza ni ya ukweli.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a fleeting
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
So 90 days.
Yes.
What were you doing in those 3 months? Were you still going on dates with him? Ama, it was just...
Yeah, actually, we were going on some dates. We'll just hang out. Yeah, casual.
But not your girlfriend.
Nah. To him, I was his girlfriend. But to
Okay.
me, he was not my boyfriend.
And he can't ask you until
Yeah.
3 months are over.
Yeah.
3 months, how torturous was it to have to be in a situation where you really like, you want, and you haven't secured the bag until 3 months ndio uambiwe, okay, now I can be your girlfriend.
It felt like 5 years.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
but I found it worth it.
It was worth
It
it.
was very worth it. Definitely.
Would you recommend that for all the girls out here kina sisi wenye tunajaribu?
Yes, if you have had your heart broken,
Okay.
you wouldn't assume. Like you're in a relationship with a guy, then he's like, did I ask you? Did I? You just came into my life. So no, I did not want
Painful.
that.
Okay.
It's like you asked me, and yes, we are here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is what you wanted for yourself.
Yes.
So 3 months later, you start dating. Officially now, nobody's looking at you funny or giving you daggers when you say, this is my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes, at least I got that security, and I was sure now at least we can, we can continue to learn and influence each other's life
Okay.
with a lot of confidence. So
Yeah.
yes.
Mlikuwa, what years? Were you almost done with school at that point? Are you still guys in school?
Yeah.
You're still in school?
I was 19.
Okay.
Actually, I was 18. I turned 19 after he asked me to be his girlfriend. So I was in first year.
First year. That's
Yes.
first year.
Yes.
Okay. So there we are. Now we're dating officially, and now she is my girlfriend. And now you were already ahead of yourself, Anthony, at the beginning. You are already in a relationship.
Yes.
So now that she said she is in your life, did you jump to when are we getting married? Was that the thing?
No, I think the focus then was to finish school, because I think then I was in my 3rd year
Yeah.
of
Yes.
engineering school.
Yes.
So the focus was to finish with school, and then we'd think about everything else after both of us graduated. And that's exactly what we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went through college. College inakuanga na mavitu mingi sana.
Sana.
Sana. Temptations, like,
Yeah.
girlfriends and boyfriends. How was it as young people dating at that age and, being aware and conscious that I have chosen this person, that I will not play games with them, that I will not do what probably all the other people are doing in university, not being serious with the relationship, saying that they will do that maybe after school?
For me, I felt like I had found my person, And like I think 3 months before, I had gotten really heartbroken. So I was like, I don't have time for this. It's either I'm dating or not dating.
Yeah.
And I felt the same vibe from him. He's
Yeah.
a very honest person.
Okay.
And when you know, you just know. Even at 19. I
Even
know
at
it's weird.
19.
Yes.
Me, I believe. Imagine I'm a believer.
Oh, really?
I'm a believer of there's no time, there's no
Yeah.
age. It's just when it comes, well, let's just stick to 18 and above, okay? That when you know, you know. So when you start dating now and memaliza shule, now there's no hindrance to what could come next. Were you toying with the idea of marriage at that point? Had you been introduced to their home and vice versa? Did you know his parents, his siblings?
Actually, okay, that time after he asked me to be his girlfriend, I think a month later, I met his uncle and his sister. So I knew his family fully. Like, this guy just dived in. Yes, I'm raised by my grandparents. A year later, he went to see my grandparents.
Yes.
So he was like fully devoted. But for me, marriage was not... Actually, even when we were dating, there's a point I told him I don't want to get married. Because I've seen so many, you know, things that happen. And growing up, I grew up in such. So I was like, I don't want to get married. So even after campus, I still didn't want to get married. It took a lot of persuasion from his side.
To get you to that
Yes.
point of, did it break your heart, or did you know that you were going to have your way with her? You'll convince her to get married to you when she kept saying, I don't want to get married.
I was able to gather that whatever one talks about is based on their experiences and maybe what they have seen other people go through. So I knew it's an issue of, it's a matter of time. I was just giving her more time to really see the value in what we share. And I knew, and I had a lot of confidence that she would slowly change her perspective, because the view that I had and the background that I have is different from hers, and I really appreciate all that.
Yeah.
So it was a matter of understanding that this is someone who has a story different from what I have when it comes to the topic of marriage. And it had to take time so that she sees the value. And when the time was right, she saw the value. So, yeah.
How did he ask it? How
This
was
guy
it?
made me plan my proposal.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Who are you, Mr. Engineer? He engineered it.
Yes, because it was his birthday. I have planned a whole trip
Party.
to Nanyuki.
Oh, whoa.
Like detailed, like, so I don't even know how he caught me off guard, because I had planned we're going here, we're going to this restaurant, we're going this. So when we walk into the restaurant, he's like, just hold on a minute. I turn around, he's down, he's proposing. I was shocked. My friends are there, everyone. I'm like, how did you do it?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was
You
insane.
You were tricked.
Yes,
You were
exactly.
played.
I
But it was beautiful,
It
wasn't
was,
it?
it
To have
was.
everybody that
Yeah,
mattered.
yeah, it was. Actually, I think I fell down.
You did what?
Yeah, I fell down.
Oh my God.
Because I was in shock. I was not expecting it at all. Like, I was expecting like the following year, like 2 years, you know, vile niko na planning ya 3 months.
Wewe mwenyewe utakuwa unataka kuolewa,
Yes,
unajipatia
unajua.
mbele.
Yeah, so I'm like,
He's focused.
I was like, what? The speech he gave, I was like, this guy, I could not believe. He was like, in my life, it was a whole rosy
Give us something.
thing. This birthday means as much to me as it is to you. You're my everything in my life. I was like, okay.
Did
okay.
you cry?
Yes.
Oh, I would have cried as well. I don't think my
Yes.
tears are very close.
You will. In that
Yeah.
moment, like when someone is so sincere,
Yes.
it's just beautiful.
So she's planning for your birthday.
Mm.
You're using her huku behind the scenes. You're orchestrating with her friends.
Yes, I had bought the ring about 2 months, 3 months before.
Ulikuwa unaiweka wapi?
Exactly.
Nilificha kwa boot ya gari under the spare wheel.
You'll...
I'm serious.
Yes.
So we're driving around with the ring. So, and she would have found it.
But
any
that's the
other
one place I would never check. Who
Why?
checks
No,
the
you
spare
don't check
wheel?
them, you don't.
Yeah.
Hata ikivunjika sidhani kama nitakuwa uko wa
Yeah,
kwanza
kuangalia.
kufungua.
So it was hidden under the spare wheel of the boot.
Did you know when you bought the ring, did you know that it will happen on that particular birthday?
No, I had to scan through because I did not want her to see it coming.
Okay.
So within that period, if I had come up, and I'm not the one who comes up with plans.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if then I had come up with any plan, should have known.
I would have known.
Yes.
So I decided to let the only plan that appears
I
natural to take the
So
glory.
he actually didn't use you.
He
It
did.
was it was in your element.
No, he
It was in
didn't.
your element. It was his
Yes.
birthday, and you felt this
Yeah.
is your thing.
Yeah,
so
it's
you
my
wanted
thing.
you wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So you knew that was the opportune moment.
Yes.
How did you keep the others quiet about it? Did they know?
Yeah, they did. My friends knew. My family knew. I had spoken to them. And my friends drove all the way. Our friends drove all the way from Nairobi. It was planned so. I just wanted to know where we're going after this and where we're going after this and at what point we will be there. So then I just gave them an ETA. We walked backwards. They knew what time to leave Nairobi. So they left. They came.
And the whole time I was like,
And they arrived just about 30 minutes before we got there. So they had enough time to scout and I had all the points and I had all the pointers. I just knew, get here, then do this and then.
That's it. Boom.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're taking a very, very, very short commercial break. We will be right back. Don't go too far. Welcome back to Full Circle with Mikale. It's Tuesday, and it's a beautiful love story that's happening in studio right now. We have the A-team, we have Anthony and Anita, and the proposal has happened on Anthony's birthday. Everything planned by the to-be wife at that point, and you did not know, but then he had his planning to do as well.
Yeah.
So he had to arrange for everybody to be there, people who mean something to you and to him, make sure his family knows, walking around with a ring 2 months before the day, and you said yes.
Yes.
Then that means the next chapter of your life was beginning.
Yes. The wedding planning, which is the most stressful point of any female, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to be in your lineup. There are aunties who need this. There's this side.
They have their daughters as well.
It's a lot. The wedding planning
So
was crazy.
when we get to the point where you're being engaged, now everything now flashes in front of your very eyes because introductions, proper introductions, zile rurashio, they have to be planned.
Yeah.
How long was it before engagement to the wedding? How long was it?
We got engaged in November. We had planned for our wedding in April, introductions in January, rushes to be in March, then COVID happened.
So how did it go with the readjustments?
The Russia had to be cancelled because it was that week. I remember it was our Russia was to be on Friday. Then on Monday, Uru just decided we are locking down everything. We're not moving, so we cancelled that. Now our wedding was to be April 18th.
Yes.
Then we were like so confused.
Everybody was confused at that point.
It was shut down. Even Sharia house was shut down. So like a week later, after April 18th, then he got a call. He was like, "You guys, if you still want to get married, you can get married." Then you were like, "What?" So I had to do everything again in a week because our wedding was on May 9th. They were like, when is the next available date? It wasn't.
It wasn't
no ideal
because it's a fancy date. We love the number 9.
Nothing. So it was like, so when is the next available date? May 9th. Now I had to go back, get my dress done. We only had 15 people. Even our parents didn't get to attend our wedding. Yes. It was 15 people. That is the pastor, 4 cameramen. Those are 5. Best couple, that is 7. And like 8 other people. So we had to get who's available.
It was serious.
Yeah.
And so those are like very few people. I'm sure you would have wanted more.
Yeah, our guest list was 500 people.
Eh?
Yes.
Yeah. We had worked out, planned for, gotten a venue for, engaged the caterers, event planner for 500 people. We had to cut down from 500 to 15.
That is.
Yes. Even our own, our groomsmen and bridesmaids did not attend the wedding.
So the lineup yenye ulikuwa unasumbuliwa nayo earlier.
Ilisha ikabaki
Ilisha.
best mates only.
with their clothes and everything, they did not even attend the wedding. There was no space for them.
They had clothes.
Yes,
Yeah.
everything was done.
Everything was like the wedding was 2 weeks away.
Yeah, everything was done. We had planned for we had to cancel. We had
Did
to
you
go
get your
back.
monies back?
Not really. They just have dresses, nice dresses in their closet.
Yeah, and the planners, the wedding planners, the cards. Oh my God, the cards.
Yeah, the cards had been done. It was serious.
It was really, for me, it was such an emotional
I can
point. You know
imagine,
how you
yeah.
dream of walking down the aisle with
Ululations.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
all that.
Get me.
I walked down the aisle alone. I was alone. Getting out of the house, it was like two friends. There was no relation, no singing. You remember that time? If there's any noise, the police are at your door.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to, like, for me it was really hard. For him, it was like, it doesn't matter if it's the two of us. I'm like, bro, yeah, I know it's the
Dude
two
was
of us.
focused day
I know
one.
he was focused, but, but
Day
I'm like,
one, so
this is the day. So I was there, like, even I remember the night before the wedding, I was just crying because my mom couldn't be there, his mom couldn't be there.
the borders were locked. Was it
Yeah.
the same?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. You couldn't move.
You
They
couldn't move.
And that time it was really serious. If you
Yes.
remember, you couldn't
Yes.
like even fake a letter.
Yeah.
So I just gathered myself and I was like, at the end of the day, marriage is between him and I, and we did it.
But it was very emotional.
It was really difficult, especially walking down the aisle.
Yes.
It was really difficult for me.
How was it for you?
It
The
was
emotional beat of it.
It was different. It was not what we expected, but I had to make the best out of it. I really had fun, and she knows.
You had fun.
Yeah, we did. We did.
We had to make the best out of it because we had everything all planned. So we wondered if we would have to stop everything because of people or because of the guests who were to come. So we just did a Zoom link and were able to watch on Zoom, and we went ahead. I found it different, and now I sit and I think about it and I find it so different, and I feel that makes us so unique, and I'm very happy about it.
I think it's a beautiful thing,
Yeah,
isn't
me
Yes,
too, me
yes.
too.
because sometimes we lose focus of what a wedding is and what the marriage is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you get so consumed with the party and the people. And
Yeah.
you know, and then you forget. So this puts you in a place of
Yeah.
everything else is taken away,
Yeah.
and it's just me and you, even on the day that we're walking down the aisle.
Yeah.
And that's sunk
Yeah.
deep,
Yes.
even if not on the day. Maybe ladies, like, it was just me
Yeah.
and you against the world,
Yeah.
and that is what your journey now started there.
Yes.
Had you guys been living together before that?
No. I was again in this relationship. Now that you're talking about it, I feel like it's okay. I was like, I'm
I
an
have a feeling.
independent
I have a
woman.
feeling what you wanted to say.
Yeah, I'm an independent woman. I stay by myself. I have my own place. Everything, he has his own place. Yes, we are dating, but there are boundaries that need to be sustained during the whole time. Yes. So we moved in after we got married.
Okay.
Yes. I know.
So
One
that-
heartbreak caused all this. I had to be sure. Even if you have dated for 5 years, I had to
Yes.
be sure.
But it's okay.
That's-
It worked for you.
Yes.
So that means when we're getting into this space for the very first time, as Anita and Anthony, and I have now to learn you afresh.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how you do things.
Yeah.
Maybe you like your caps kahandle kakifesi side, na mwingine socks iko side ingine ama juu kwenye bean iko. You're independent, you're used to doing things your way, and you're used to do things your way. What are some of the things that you had to readjust or compromise when it came to now we are in the same house? I don't know why Anita is smiling.
Choice of words.
And what are some of the things that you
Ooh.
had to maybe relearn and learn?
I realized I didn't know anything.
Okay, like what were we doing for 5 years?
I realized I did not know anything. Dressing. I would come down. I'm nearly getting into the car. I'm told, Apana, Rudy, let's go back.
Why?
Your outfit is not matching. So I had to start getting used to that. Let's go back.
it's not matching hers ama
Mine.
aiendanishi.
Mine. I have been living my life. I have been dressing. Now, I can't just wear a shirt. I'm told, no, you had that last week. Now this.
Tutaka nika tuko na shati mbili.
Eh, how now?
Now she thinks about outfits. She thinks about that a lot. And to me, I mean, the nearest, if I stretch my hand, what I find
But then he
is
does
what
that.
I wear.
He does that.
Even with shoes.
Yes.
I will wear one shoe the whole week because it's close to the door. I do not want that going to side.
Yes, it's like a comfortable one. It doesn't hata haina laces.
Iko tu
signal.
sawa.
Iko
it's
tu
just-
sawa.
yes. So things like those are, and there are many. Goodness, there are so many. There are so many. I had to realize that there are things like vinegar. There are things like turmeric. I'm like, we go to the supermarket and I'm wondering, why do we need, what are these things?
Kitunguu na nyanya.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Na chumvi.
Yes, because when I was alone, I would freeze tomatoes
Imagine.
and they would
Freeze
work so
tomatoes.
well. My grandfather is a farmer. I would go home, he packs a bag of tomatoes. I come with them, throw them in the freezer. I just need onions. You know, onions don't go stale. So you buy onions for 200 bob, you're good to go. For the next 3 months, I'm fine. If I'm making a stew, just kata. You take 2 tomatoes, toss them in the water, it peels quickly. You throw it in, you have your stew.
I like your face right now because that's the same face I had.
Now you have to buy turmeric, you have to buy, don't know, garam masala. I'm thinking, what are these
What
things?
are these things?
Yeah.
Don't you like the food?
Oh yeah, of course.
Thank you.
But that's a lot of adjusting in
Yes,
terms of diet,
yes. Uh-huh.
and shopping, dressing, and then of course living knowing that you are deciding for 2 is it's a feeling that is worth it. I find it very unique because then you'd know if I have some 200 shillings, then I have to think, what does she need?
Yes.
Or what do we need?
What do we need?
Yeah, initially I would
What do I
just say, let me
need?
go for car wash. I
Yes.
finish it up. I love cars. I sell cars.
Okay,
So
okay,
that's why
okay.
cars keep coming
Yes.
up. But yeah, to me, I would quickly do that. I would quickly
Gary Kwesa
decide
thing.
something. Yeah, and just finish it up.
Yeah.
Now you don't do your car wash, and then you get home and you find there's no power because now the power bill is about 3 times what I used to pay when I was alone, and I'm wondering what changed. Yeah, so those
We
are
are
some of the
ironing
things.
and we are using the hot whatever.
We are
What are they called?
baking.
These
I
things?
The
don't know.
iron thing, flat
Yeah,
iron
flat
thing.
iron.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I realized I have to.
You realize you don't know anything. What about you, Anita? What are some of the things that you had to?
You know when they say dating is different from marriage?
Yes.
And you think it's a joke? Like
It
you
is
think you know
not.
this person, you don't know that person. Because it's a whole different. And then for me, I was so used to being in my space. I love my space.
Yes.
Like I love my space. Then there's this guy who has to be in my space all the time. I didn't like that. I think the first 2 months of marriage, I didn't like it. I was like, can I just go back to my apartment? Then he's like, no, we are married, you have to stay here. We can make it work. He's like, no, you have to stay here. Then there's also submission, which I believe as a dating woman, you have no reason at all to submit to any man. But when he's my husband, I have to submit to him.
Yes.
So when he tells me something and I'm like, but you just uko married counseling, you told just drink some water, calm down. So it just I just drink some water, I calm down, then I realized later he was actually making sense.
Yes.
Yes. So those are some changes and hosting people, it's a lot. He has a lot of friends and family, so many people that I've not even met, so you can imagine. It's a lot.
We're still in COVID times.
I know.
Kukifunguliwa kabisa.
Hata
Utapika.
I know.
But it's been beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
100% recommends.
Marriage works.
Yes. If you find your person, like
Yes.
I found my person.
Love it first sight. I have some quick fire questions for you.
Okay.
You guys
Oh.
ready?
Okay.
So you will answer for her. She will answer for you apart from zenye nyote meza jibu. Okay?
Okay.
So for him, if he was to have dinner, lunch, whatever, a meal with one person in the world other than you, Other than you, who would it be? A celebrity, an inspirational person? Who would it be? One person?
For him, probably it has to be someone who's an entrepreneur. Oh gosh, this is a hard one.
Do you have to have? This is a hard one. This is a hard one.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Because it would have been easier kusema mimi
Yeah.
to ama him.
But I would
then
guess Uhuru Kenyatta maybe.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow. And he's shaking his head. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah?
I agree.
Mm,
I agree.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And for her?
I did see that coming. I thought the questions were one way, but
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Doo-doo-dun, doo-doo-dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
because of her interest in clothing,
Yes.
maybe one day Vivo.
Ah.
I would
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
Very much.
That's
Okay.
it.
See,
Yes.
I'm helping you guys rediscover things.
Yeah.
I'm doing a great job,
Yes,
right?
you are.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Higher. Which talent do they wish they had but do not? Or probably a talent that people do not know that they do have, or something that they like a lot that pengine julikani na watu wengi. It can start whichever way. Napatia time ya kufikiria hiyo. Who's the social butterfly? Of
I
course
am.
you.
Of course, you can
Yeah.
tell.
Okay.
Yes.
Morning person.
Me.
You're not a morning person.
Actually, that was another thing we had to learn. Because like me, by 10 p.m. I'm done. Him now, 10 p.m. is when his day is now starting. Very
Yeah.
well. Yes.
Favorite chill sports?
Maybe our living room.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Both of you.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, mkifanya nini movies?
Yeah, tukiwatch tu movie na tukunywa chai.
Okay. Mmefikiria juu ya talent na gifts?
He's just good with cars. Anything to do with cars. Like if he could design cars and
Actually, I build one from
yes,
scratch.
yes, like he will do it. It is him and cars anytime,
Yes.
any day.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And you agree?
I do. I
Okay.
agree.
Okay.
For her, I think it's anything to do with, she's extremely creative. In fact, anything to do with creativity, I don't involve myself. Whether coming up with a business name for a new business we're doing, I
Zero.
just text her the details. By the time I look at my phone about an hour after,
Yes.
I am looking at about 20 different suggestions of unique names, and it's just,
I think you two
she's
complement each other in a
creativity.
beautiful
Her creativity is very good.
Yes.
She's very good at writing. Very good. In fact, she wants to publish a book one day.
Yeah.
So she's working on
We'll
it.
be here. We'll be
Yes.
here for it.
And I'll be back.
Yes. And our time is up.
Okay.
Wow.
A-team, asanteni sana.
Thank
kwa
you
kuja.
so much for having us
And
as
I
well.
wish you all the very best. May you continue enjoying.
Okay.
Yeah. Na COVID ishe.
Itaisha
Wow.
too.
Ndio.
Yes.
Okay. Whew, then that is what we had for you from the A-team. When it comes to love stories, you know, we serve you the hottest, the best, the mushiest of love stories. We're going to take a very short commercial break. We'll be right back.